Hi energy. I'm finna pull from alignment and see what's all going on. See what enlightenment spirit want to bring through today. And just do any clarity. I want to start off with the Eightfold Path to see where we're at on this path and where the mind will be headed to. On our wonderful Sunday. Rise up energy. Just great. I feel like a great day today. Oh, got a couple highlights also. Why do I sound like that? Let me give me something to drink. I knew I needed my water. Like, I'm gonna need something to drink maybe. Alrighty. I said, why do I sound like that? Now I've just been dipping all morning. Speaking of highlights, I've just been getting enlightened lately by resonating energies, honestly. Sometime on this path, it can become discouraging. Definitely when you keep going misunderstood. I've just been stumbling into energies that are the same way, naturally doing great things, but somehow get misunderstood. Like most recently, I've been looking up Nikola Tesla, and I've just been so inspired by his story, honestly. I've been sharing a lot of his energy just because I've been so enlightened, honestly, by how great he naturally is and how so unrecognized he went at the same time, or almost belittled. It was intriguing to me, honestly. Definitely when the people they compared him to, he was already saying what they were saying, but that's part of this energy too, also, of a bunch of bosses working together. His other peers, like people like in this probably same generation of him, doing the same thing, which leads to the same spirit that's operating them. That's the intriguing part that keep enlightening me, even within like learning about different religions, honestly. When I first started the journey of seeking guidance, spiritual guidance in the mental health category. Because once I started seeking guidance, I began to have outbursts out loud. Like I literally talk out loud to spirit, just like I'm doing now. Like it'd be a normal conversation, just like what I'm doing now. Even the way I've been praying, that's really how I communicate with spirit, all my spirit guides. But lately I have been praying to Allah. I feel like I'm doing a rewind live of my life, because speaking of the journey, when I began to pray, I was praying to Allah. Even though I grew up in a Christian home base, when I chose to follow guidance on my own, I was praying to Allah. That was the first person I prayed to. And I never heard this person name in my life. I didn't know who that was, who I was praying to. That's the intriguing part, even when it comes to an energy of me seeking later on as to asking people, who do you pray to? You know, a lot of times people don't know who they pray to. It normally sometimes be your neighbor, like somebody close to you, because it's all recycled energy. The higher ascendants are people who were here. We just keep repeating and repeating and repeating, and different shills for different lessons. And mainly because it keep being a blockage of something so obvious. Figure out how to explain that. Give me a minute. Recycled energy. Saying the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, how is it such a blockage or so much confusion? Which, that's another enlightenment I got into just recently. I went to go donate plasma. And that was the same morning I had looked up Nikola Tesla energy, which he actually was working with spirit when it came to energy, like power source. Even in the airwave, being able to communicate. And I shared it on Facebook, not Facebook, I shared it on Facebook, but why did I mention Facebook? Maybe because that's a low weather where I'm at on Facebook at the moment, but I shared it on YouTube, and I titled it Mental Health. And when I went to go donate plasma, there was a guy in there, and he kept saying something over and over and over. I'm trying to remember exactly what he said, but he kept saying, if I don't get help, everybody gonna die. Something about a cycle that kept happening where people really do die in certain situations. And everybody thought like it was a joke or things like that. But I just actually translated that same energy. Even though that morning I did, it was a mental health area. At the end of the day, I actually shared a song. Actually, I got it the other day, but I shared it today. Something about when they leave you out in the street dead or something like that, the energy is going to come back, like hunting you. That's where it come off like demon energy. Intriguingly, when you think you could just take somebody's life and get away with it. Like, it's an intriguing energy. It's almost like a cursed energy. That's the intriguing part. But back to the storyline, because it caught me off guard, honestly. Because everybody really thought he was crazy. They was making fun of him. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I actually started having a conversation with him because, like, what are you talking about? Actually, that's funny. That's funny. It's funny just because I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at why I just mentioned Facebook. Because I was next in line. I was going to tell him, follow me on Facebook. That message literally was for him. And that's trust the process, which that's something he did not do. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. Now I'm thinking about it because like that's why I said Facebook. The message was for him. And it was trust the process. Some energy that he had that day was important. I don't know if it's a lifestyle just at that moment. Give me a minute. I'm trying to think. But anyway, my heart rate wanted to be in too low, which means I had spirit with me too, which ain't surprising. Honestly, normally when my heart rate is too low, it's because spirit is with me. It's a very calm energy where it's like heart ain't really even needed because spirit don't need a heart. That's the intriguing part of energy. But so I had to go like move around to make my heartbeat going. And I learned he was doing the same thing. But speaking of why he didn't trust the process, they wound up talking to him. And they was like, okay, you can go ahead and go through. But he was like, oh, now y'all want to help me. But that's what he was saying. He was saying, if somebody didn't help me, something about a backdoor situation. They know about the back door. And if somebody don't help me, he kept adding up numbers. That's the thing that really caught my attention. Like, oh, you believe in numbers and things like that and things repeating back. That's what made me start talking to him. Like, oh, you understand. Because numbers are always legit. You know about numbers, things adding up and how I keep replaying back over and over again. But then it was my turn in line and I wound up going. That's why I didn't actually tell him to follow me on Facebook because I was so busy listening to what he was saying. But I was like, oh my God, you the mental health that spirit was telling me about. That's the intriguing part of the energy. I almost feel like a war energy because I'm not saying it is, it's just remind me of it. Definitely with me seeing like little things on like, is that on Facebook or Instagram? I don't know, but the war concept, that we're in war or going to war or something like that. I don't be keeping track of that type of stuff. I just like, be so much going on. It's just like, I believe everybody do their part, if you ask me. Why you don't be keeping up on the wars and stuff? It just feel like a bunch of drama. Just how I'm even saying, it's gonna repeat back. It always does. Because it really ain't a need to go to war if you ask me. But it ain't really a need to go to war. It's more like a bully form. But that's where energies come back like demons. I know so much to talk about. Very intriguing. I did not think this was going to be the topic. But the other thing I wanted to mention is to how I've been getting enlightened by resonating energy. But with me just saying what I'm saying about how it repeats back, it reminded me of how they wanted us to observe the 9/11 situation, how we got attacked. It feel like, and it made me think of a movie called Deja Vu, how it repeats back. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. Even though, from my awareness level of myself, that Twin Tower was some other mess, some sneaky business on biting of the apple. It ruins a structure when your partner or somebody step out. It causes that type of disaster, honestly. But with me saying what I'm saying about things repeating back and how he was chanting that over and over and over, that's all he kept saying. And it was mainly the number concept. I can't remember the numbers he was adding up because one, I was listening to what he was saying. I had my own like mindset as to, get in, get out, just in my own zone, honestly. But listening to what he was saying at the same time, because he caught my attention, as I keep saying, the numbers, how he was adding up numbers. And something about if they didn't help him, that everybody was going to die. But that's trusting the process. I didn't finish that part. After, was I done getting my exam? I don't think I was done getting my exam. Yeah, I was. I was headed back to actually go run in place because my heart rate was too low. And they was like, okay, you can go ahead and go through it. He was like, no, bump this. Now y'all want to help me? And he wound up leaving out. And as I was running, he was out in the parking lot running circles from what I heard. He got to running too. That's the intriguing part about this energy. I was like, oh my God, when I heard that's what he was outside doing, I'm like, oh my God, I just ran in fucking place too. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. And then somebody within there was like, today feel like Friday the 13th again. Because I think just last week, was it last week or the week before, was Friday the 13th. Because everybody just was doing their own thing in an intriguing way from somebody else's perspective. It's just, from how I observed, it was like, damn, this do kind of feel like a Friday the 13th energy. Honestly. That is something I want to highlight on because it was intriguing, honestly. But that's another part. This could be a perspective as to did he trust the process or not? Because he was saying that he needed help. But when the help came, he just, now you want to help me, he left out. So did he trust the process and whatever his mindset was, or did he go against trusting the process by leaving out? Like, was it not literally based off just that? So that could be just my perspective on it, as to you didn't trust the process. You left out. You just kept saying that you needed help, and then they said they're going to help you, and you just, now you want to help me. I feel like timing with that energy, for sure. That discouraging energy, that is a resonated energy. That's a resonated energy. How on the journey, it can start coming discouraging. Just because a lot of people seem like they turn on you, give you a hard time. A lot of intriguing controversy just come through. Like, they seem like they literally want to belittle you, even though they know you're great. And I believe trusting the process is just staying solid on the journey. It seems like all the great ones go through it in the same form. Like, even with the Nikola Tesla thing, something from what I was learning about, it reminded me of something from the Bible. I can't honestly remember what part of it. I'm just going to explain how it went. But they wanted somebody to start a fire. Like, I think it was an animal in it, and they wanted to start a fire. And one of them couldn't start the fire. And then the other one, who naturally was gifted, they wetted it, and he still set it on fire. And they still was just like, no, impossible. Like, they still was belittling what they actually seen was impossible to do, and it got done. Like, that is an intriguing energy, how I just keep repeating. Like, how much proof do you goddamn need? Like, I feel like we way past the aspect of deaf, dumb, stupid, and blind, even though that category seemed like it's just, that's the wall. They just stupid, they deaf, and they blind. No matter how much proof you bring to them, it's just like, it's an intriguing energy. It's a slowdown of the energy when we should just be thriving. But even with the way I'm explaining this now, it makes me think about how people be like, is the world round or flat? It should be flat. It should be flat so you can sell. It's round because we keep repeating. We keep repeating. Even though they'd be like, look at the globe, it's round. I want to say, they got my mind drifting. I must say, then maybe we should blow it up and then it'd be flat again. Like, so they got my mind go, because it's just like, keyword, again. The mind is on right concentration. The mind is on right concentration, which is great. And that's just what I mean. That's so perfect. Look at the roads on here. That is straight. Speaking of trust the process. Even though for me, I am like, that's an intriguing energy about me. Honestly, which is part of a paradigm shift for me. Becoming a clear crystal. Where I can observe things but not be on that timeline. It almost is like a ghost energy. If that makes sense, how I've been operating, honestly. That helps me thrive better, forward. Because you do keep repeating these lessons back. It's like inheriting something. You have this wisdom, you can go back into the wisdom, but you're moving forward. I hope that makes sense, honestly. Where is mine headed to? Where is mine headed to? That's funny too, because I got the little crystal bracelet up under the right concentration too. And I got this out the windowsill. There was another one that I had on here for my perspective deck. But when I went to go grab it, it wasn't on there. So I grabbed this one out the windowsill. So I'm pretty sure that's really important, honestly. Where did mine be headed to? Where you wanted to be headed to? Where I wanted to be headed to? What's for me? What's for me for sure? That's the intriguing thing about me. Even how I've been praying, I've been seeking. Like my first prayer, what did I ask for? I asked for strength to keep moving forward. For the wise to understand. And the wealth to build as needed. And I know I had to be patient with that. Like I'm not going to keep asking spirit for the same thing over and over again. Even though I still do need the finances to, build the way I need. I know I have what I need, and I know I will have what I need when I need it. But it's just like, okay, like I feel like the guy sometimes. Like, okay, did you hear the prayer or not? And that's the funny part about me praying to Allah, because this is me seeking from Allah. And why I stopped praying from the jump. Like, I didn't see quick results. I didn't pray that long, but I was praying. It's just like, why don't I have a new car? Why do you got these same people around me who driving me crazy? I say a new home already? No, just why my circumstances ain't changing in a more delightful way. But I felt better. That's the only thing that changed. I felt better. My personal self felt great. Which I could have been, keep going. Keep going. But I was like, you know what? On top of that, this is the main highlight part. Other than I didn't see quick results the way I seen my other believers, even though these weren't Allah prayer people. These were ones that normally played to Jesus, honestly. Christian based. The ones who I was observing. That's the way I grew up. I was observing Christian people in their growth. Whether that's a here or there aspect, it's just those are the ones that were mentoring me during this journey, honestly. And still do for the most part, honestly. So I know that's my purpose and journey. A dying, be reborn energy, a super sacrifice of knowing you always still gonna be present. Ain't going nowhere. But as I was saying, other than that, because those believers, they were, I pray and I got a new church, I got a new home, Life just seemed great. And I'm just like, hold on now. I know you care for me. I know you care for me. I ain't gonna question if you care for me, but it's just like, okay, where's my blessings at? Where's mine at? And my mother did not like that I was praying to Allah. She did not like it at all. That's what caused the biggest altercation with us, is because I told her, oh my God, I'm a believer now. I'm praying to Allah. I'm reading out the Quran. And she totally got offended. She totally got offended. She said, that is for certain people. And I'm just like, what the foot are these? My mind levitated and I popped her like a TV. An older TV, because she is an older woman. I popped her. Real quick, like smacked her. I levitated to her and I smacked her. And she's been upset ever since. Like, the TV didn't come back clear. It stayed staticky. And it's just like, I feel like wisdom and knowledge is for everybody. It's obvious. Like, we're in a new day and age. It ain't one of those segregated energies. You know, like even looking at culture based, you got white people following the Allah category too. It's like it's different cultures in that. It's not just like, see, it's not just black people. Not saying it was ever started from just black people, but it's a whole mixture of them individuals in there. Same thing with Christians. It's a whole bunch of them, different culture bases, believing in the same category. I want to say Jews too. I want to be certain with that. But there is people of different races that follow the Jew category too. Just had to think for a second. But yeah. So I just was amazed that she didn't understand that. The whole fact that I'm seeking, I want to better myself. You know, the whole fact that she just was appalled by it. I was just like, oh my God. You must be one of the ones they say they don't see the vision, they all can't go. I love my mom to death. I tried and tried, you know, I kept reaching out to her, you know, and after a certain point, it's just like, I'm tired of chasing you like I'm dating you. Even though you're my mom, I'll date you for life. It's just like, you're a super runner. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna catch you on the eternal side, honestly. And that's no disrespect or shade or nothing. It's just, I'm even dealing with that now, honestly. If somebody I'm dating, you can't help what don't want help. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. When you want to help somebody, you care for them, but they just, they keep putting goddamn walls up. Even though that they want you. It's like, they putting the walls up. It's just like, this is crazy. I dropped the card too. I'm trying to see which one it was. Oh, it's the path too. Intriguing. Did I see where the mind was headed? Is that the path? I wonder if I should shuffle again. Because the path literally came out. You headed to the path. I think I might leave it just like that, because that's nice. You're starting a journey or getting back on track. That's literally the path. Both sides is the path. How lovely. I should leave it out. I finished explaining that all. My mom, totally against it. Totally against it. Which is actually funny, because I date one now. That's the intriguing part, where it's like, for me personally, it makes me have feelings where it's like, was my mother right? You know, was she right? Was I like, it's like, I'm still not accepted. And that's the discouraging part, honestly. It's like, I was doing this in a different aspect, in a Christian base. I was seeking of Allah, and I went misunderstood by Christian aspects. I'm in the goddamn Allah category, you know, the Muslim form, and I'm still unaccepted. That's an intriguing energy. Even though I'm not seeking to be accepted metaphorically, it's just like, it's not so welcoming. It's like we praying to the same individual. Why are we going against each other? Like the main source ain't looking at us like we crazy. Or y'all just looking real bad within your own territory. But I'm sticking solid to what I did. I really feel like she was slacking in her faith. And it was my job to go and pop her like a TV, because I care for you. Come back clear. I feel like that was discipline, because I care for you. The way she disciplined me when I was younger, because she had my best interests, or she felt she did. I always forgave her, because I felt she had my best intentions. Even though when the scales get intriguing, it's like, did you, ma'am? I don't think my mom had my best intentions, honestly, because she was always jealous of me. How can somebody have your best intentions who's jealous of you? And it's mainly because simple things of just the way I look. Like, it's intriguing when, my mom's not a bad looking person. She really is not. My mom is quite gorgeous. I'm similar looking to her, honestly. But But it's just mainly, it's intriguing when you look in the mirror and sometimes it's just like, it's like literally a reflection because I'm living it. I'm literally living it. When your spouse treats you horrible, it makes like misplaced aggression come out. And if you got kids, normally it's gonna come out on the kids. So I feel like I'm having a, it reminded me a Lil Wayne song. He was like, damn, how this looks like my goddamn dad. Like in the moment I feel like, damn, I seem just like my mom. Intriguing. In the relationship status, why I felt like she behaved the way she do. It's because she married somebody who just was mentally not good. Financially great. Mentally horrible. But they look popping out babies. They look popping out babies. And that's where the borderline came, where it's just like, oh my God, you having too many kids. But it's just like, why you keep getting fucking pregnant? That's why I have a hard time with guys sometimes, because like, they ain't got no accountability. They always want to blame the female like it's the female part, but it's like, you have to put the sperm in there. You have to do it. And like you got fucking raped or something. Jesus. My mind is drifting, Jesus. It's just, I really do have a hard time with guys sometimes because even though I'm still getting better in there, even giving birth to my own child, I realize guys don't know everything. If they ain't taught it, they just don't have an awareness of it. And a lot of, I want to say females, but maybe I should just say older people who raised them ain't always authentic with them. Or actually let them express themselves fully. So it's like a natural block that happened. Where it's like, I have to understand that when I'm meeting guys. It's like, your awareness level ain't there. Whoever raised you ain't bring you awareness to an overall category. What zodiac is supporting this energy? Even though we are in Aries season, which is fire season, but I see why I'm so passionate and topics that's coming up, honestly. It's a lot of inner light, for sure. For me, it brings out creativity and pleasure, which for me, I love to learn, so I see why I'm going and seeking out my great ones. So definitely right now, it's nice to know that I am victory, even though I know that. But as I said, it do get discouraging sometimes when you just don't have a support team. Like, I've been doing this journey for a long time on my own. Like, literally. My faith journey, literally been on my own. I wouldn't say I have support. Like, even where I stay now, I stay here, I don't have to pay bills or nothing, which that's support. I appreciate it. But they don't believe in what I do. It normally causes tension because they don't believe it, even though it's a spiritual base. That's where I have an intriguing time where it's just like, how are you offended by me talking out loud to spirit, but you go and pray to a spirit that you don't see either? Like, what is the difference? What's the difference? That I can just have full-blown conversations? I don't call it prayer. I'm just kicking it with spirit, and you want to get to pray to spirit? Like, is that why you upset? Like, that energy has been driving me crazy, honestly. That's part of my lessons. As to literally wonder and figuring out what's the difference. What is the difference? The zodiac is supporting this energy. As we wrapping up March has been so delightful, honestly. It has been. Even in I even got hit to March Madness, and there has been some madness happening. You best to believe it, but it's been in the greatest form ever. Now I'm not talking about just basketball, even though I did great in basketball for her. I went to go donate, and the place that I donate, they got the theme of March Madness going on. And they had like the game plan, and I won the game. Like the team that I knew was going to win won, so I was so happy by that. Just a show off for him for me, but just a show off for him for me. But I don't want to speak too much on the negative, but there has been like, oh, I just did for the most part. Somebody, once again, I donated place, having an outburst. That come off like March Madness because it's spirit doing it. It's just what spirit is that? I don't honestly know. I don't know, but I do those in the mental health category. And that's what they kept saying. That's an intriguing energy when somebody is going through something like that. Like for me, I have outbursts too. Like it's intriguing when people like they love me. They love me there. They really do. And I'm just using this place specifically as an example because a lot of my lessons lately have been coming from there. Like my spirit been leading me to go there. I even have one that's closer, and spirit been wanting me to go that way, back up north, which that's normally where my blessings come from. Honestly, out here, I'm on the east side at the moment. I get a lot of clarity out here. Honestly, a lot of clarity, but up north is different. It's different, and that specifically, it's in the Northern Lights area category. I get all my blessings from there. And lately, all of them have been in the mental health category. Oh, that's it. Oh, they love me so much, but if they were to actually see me in action, of having an outburst, like would they judge me the same way they were judging him? That's the intriguing part when it's like, you seeing somebody go through something, it's like, damn, I do the same thing. Would y'all treat me like this? But it's intriguing because they're like, they were just making fun of him. Like, I'm just, oh my God. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. That gets spirit activated. That's part of the problem. But that's another aspect. Something else that's highlighted in there because something did happen up there from what I got later on within the storyline. He was there before and somebody came in there and wanted to jump in on him and somebody let him out the back door. So maybe he didn't feel safe within that moment. I don't know. It's just something that one of the employees told me, like, oh, he was here before and somebody came in here and jumped on him and one of the employees let him out the back door. Whether, I don't know, when it comes to that, it's just, that was something else I brought to my attention too. It's just like, it'd be a lot going on, huh? It really do. That's what I mean when I say March Madness. Now, I don't know if that happened within March where he got jumped on, but it's like, that's been like some madness stuff. Like, almost seemed like people wilding out. Almost like the energy when they be like, it's the end of the world. Whether that could be a good thing, honestly. Ain't no blind spots. People really showing their true goddamn colors. Capricorn. Speaking of a turn. Saturn energy. That is on the path too. Do we have a different perspective? Are we having a paradigm shift? Are we shedded? Have we shedded? That's great. I feel like even myself, I'm back praying to Allah. I've been feeling great. And Allah been really responding back to me. Really have been. And even been showing me how I've been guiding me. That's the intriguing part about trusting the process. My blessings, they take time because it's building great. It's not a... I want to say a quick fix. It takes time. But it's like, oh my God. I can't wait to see what the actual result is. What is that? Ooh, got a balance and two perspectives? A balance and two perspectives? I want to say, I can't wait to see what it actually is. Like, well, what is my victory like? Well, what have you given me? What have you given me? Definitely in financial to build. What have you given me? What you think? What's that saying? I give you what you need, not what you want. What did I need? Where was it at? What does it look like? Even though they say you have to visualize it, it's just like, I'm a person who operates where it's like, even how I said, I'm not about to keep asking spirit for the same thing over and over. I seeked it, I'm await. I don't keep asking. It's like, that's like an actual being in person. You're dealing with an actual physical person. And they keep asking you something over and over, like, I heard you. Or, you know, vice versa. If you ask somebody over and over, you can tell they're getting irritated, like, I said I got you, or, you know, be patient, or they might actually tell you a time period when it's going to come. It's just, why you keep asking me? You don't trust that I got this? That's how I operate with spirit. I know spirit got me. Always have. It's just, oh, I'm shuffling again. I didn't mean to shuffle again. It must be important. But I feel like about to say it and I kind of forgot. Hello, Leo. You got obvious family connection and inner light. You got obvious. You got obvious family inner light. You got obvious. And that's the right concentration too. How funny, perfect. An obvious family inner light. Who in your family on standout mode? Who is just the most spiritualist of them all? Who the most spiritualist of them all? Ah, that's funny. Ah, lovely. Ooh, looky, it's me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? Self, of course. I give myself chuckles. Goddamn Jesus. But literally, it's a balance of self and two perspectives. But that's literally Taurus, Libra, and Gemini. It's two perspectives. It's an earth base and it's balanced. It's like me today. People sometimes don't understand why I soak in water. I'm a natural earth base. Our buildup is mostly of water. We have more water than we have land. It's important for me to be in water to connect. I reach people quickly. I literally balance out very quickly in water. That actually makes me think about Nikola Tesla and the water aspect of how he generate power. It's something about that connection that's really, really important. But there's two perspectives for sure. And a balance. Which goes probably back to what I said about, I gotta go look that up. It's intriguing when I'm trying to tell a story. And it's like, who were the people? Google, do your research too. Or, you know, just let me know. Even though I'm gonna go look it up. But like literally, it's something from the Bible where they had two people to do an activity of starting a fire with like an animal. It was an animal in there. It was like some wood up under there. And the one person couldn't get the fire lit. And then, you know, the people not lit it. They poured water on like the wood and the animal. So he was, to make it a little difficult, like, you definitely not gonna be able to light it. He still lit it. Speaking of inner light, it still came through. It still happened. It still happened. And that's like two perspectives. Like, how did that get lit? I think I want to give another example of this energy. I'm gonna get back to this energy. I don't know if that was a good example, but that's what it made me think of, honestly. And that's on the path too. This path is coming with two different perspectives. Yeah, where you're headed to is coming with two different perspectives. Even though it's balanced. That's the most beautifulest part. It's balance, which means you're naturally going to win. You're naturally going to thrive. Even though they don't understand, they're going to understand later. That is balanced. And that's hopefully not, you know, when the flesh has stopped, you know, all of a sudden that's where it's like, light bulbs start coming on. And I mean light bulb literally, so like, it makes sense now. Got solid energy. Ooh. A first responder of your values is solid. And that's funny. That's so great. That's so funny. That's literally my energy that I did today. That's so perfect. So water based is water, fire, and earth. The first response and your values and it's solid. That's why I said, no matter on this path, that's the discouraging part. It's balanced. And it's the first response of your values. It is solid. It's solid. It's solid. So you could think of a... And that's funny. It goes right up there too with that. It's obvious family inner light. It's the first response to your values and it's solid. That's perfect. I was about to say something. I kind of totally forgot. It made me happy too because this inner light is probably the child that I just would have carried. I had a miscarriage. Speaking of a new year energy, she transitioned over again. Why am I chugging? Probably because that's an intriguing energy, honestly. Was already guiding me. I know what I will produce. Spirit already knew how I was going to go. That's the intriguing part. It's important to be valued. As great as this energy is coming through and how great I am and how great we should be, it has to be appreciated. A person weren't paying us no attention. He thought other things were so much more important than where he, decided to build at. Mainly because our structures are different. Even though it's like really not. Intriguingly, that's an intriguing part. And more like the black sheep in the family. Why you all tatted up? They supposed to be covered up. Why you just so outspoken? They supposed to normally be quiet. That's something I thought about yesterday, honestly. I have to say, I hate to get so personal with you guys, but I really don't. My person caught me off guard yesterday, even though I knew that he might come home on some not so pleasant energy, and he did. It's like he wanted to come home and have an argument. Like he was looking for reasons to have an argument. But as I said, I was already prepared. Like, oh, he probably gonna come home on some BS. Compliments the probably spirit, first responder, a solid energy. He gonna come home with some BS, looking to nitpick. But it's just like, one for what? For what? I did everything. I cooked, cleaned, greeted him when he came to the door. Like, I try to make my person feel like he a goddamn king. I think that's one of my problems, is treating somebody like a king who probably he ain't. I'm not saying that he ain't, it's just, I don't know. It's just trying to treat somebody like a king who don't want to be treated that way. It's an intriguing energy. But what was I getting at when it came to the storyline? Thinking about my person, as into, I wonder if my person think of me like a guy, honestly, and he the female, honestly. Because definitely when he don't expect me to speak back, like, this is an intriguing energy. Yesterday he asked me a question, and I responded back. He got so upset that I responded back. He said, you talk too much. But it's like, why did you just ask me a question if you didn't want a response back? It was the weirdest shit ever. Like, I think my person really do have a mental health problem. Like, for real. Like, not even a mental health, like a mental disorder. Not even a mental health category. Mental health would probably would be resonating better. This is a disorder in a different form, honestly. It's intriguing. It's hell of intriguing. But with him doing it, it's just like, do you think I'm a guy? Like, sometimes guys, a female could be talking to a guy and the guy don't respond back. Like, was I supposed to have that behavior? It's like, oh, don't say nothing. I ain't got to respond back. Like, that's something that I think a guy would do. And the female would be like, do you not hear me? Like, the fuck? So I was like, what do you want? For me to use sign language, symbols? How the fuck did you want me to respond back? Why did you ask me a question and you didn't want a response? It was just about a feather. Something he cleaned his ears out with, which that's another energy. But I should highlight on that too. That's funny. I wanted to vacuum it, and I think he think that I had probably threw his feather away or vacuumed it up. I didn't see it. If I seen it, I would have picked it up. But if it did get vacuumed, pardon me. But I don't think that it did. I think it was over there. It's just looking for something to nitpick. He knew I would feel bad if I wound up throwing it away. I would have felt a little bad. Cause he like his goddamn feathers in his ears. But I made chicken for him, and I thought about it when I was like, you ate your goddamn feather, and you said it was good. Cause I said somebody had to die. Cause after I ate, cause I actually ate Subway. I actually really wanted Subway. I wound up giving it to him to eat, but he said he wanted it, didn't eat it at work, so he brought it back to me, and I got to eat it, and I'm so happy. That's really what I wanted. Honestly, I actually, on my way to the store to buy food, they were doing an advertisement about Subway. I'm like, damn, I should go buy me some Subway. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go cook, eat what I cook. I actually wound up getting Subway any goddamn way. That was the perfectest part, honestly. To me personally, because that's really what I wanted. You know, it's a win-win for everybody. What was I getting? I feel like I gave a long storyline. I forgot what I was talking about. What was the awkward moment? Even though pick up where I'm at the moment, because I don't remember what the heck I was talking about. The food aspect. Us eating like that. I'm not working at the moment. Like, I'm still building on myself, but I'm not outside home working, which I do hope to get back to work soon. Just to bring in more finances, honestly. That's an intriguing thing. As wealthy as I know that I am and will be, I still seek more. So that's the intriguing part. It's just like, I know you can never have too much of it, even though sometimes it's just like, I don't know, I'm not gonna get too much into that topic, but I'm thinking if I should, but being okay with the way we eat. Like, I think about it like I'm already at work. I'll be eating something totally different than him, or he have to bring food home because I'm not there to cook all the goddamn time. That's why I feel like it's a preparation for the long run. Speaking of a moving forward aspect, I feel like the type of energy is a moving forward energy that may get a little staticky right now, because at first I used to get upset. Like, why do you ask me to cook, but then you bring other food home? That don't make sense. I don't have to waste my time cooking because we can just eat fast food and still be happy and enjoy each other. Other than me feeling a certain type of way because I'm sitting there investing in, making sure the food is cooked and at the right temperature when you get home and stuff. And he come home bringing some other fucking food. That used to irritate me, but now it's just like, hey, this is how it really will be. Because I'm going to be working. I won't always be here to be able to make food and shit all the fucking time. That's why I'm appreciating the moment, honestly. I am appreciating the moment. And I wish he was too, but I don't know. It's one of those that you live and learn. I don't know. It's just... who was that? Who came out? Oh, Capricorn. That's the one flipped up. Supporting Capricorn energy is... Oh, that's perfect. It's air and water. It's in the air. It's Cancer and Aquarius. Why? I'm about to do it again. I'm about to call Aquarius Aries. It's Cancer and Aquarius. How perfect. The moon and Uranus, the ruling planets Uranus and the moon. Which I'm so happy. I am a moon goddess. The complete form. The complete form. As you can see, it's going down. It's not like up or to the side. It's complete. I looked up and I was so happy. I was like, oh, my energy is out and about, and it was shining so bright. It was shining so bright. Well, I should say, I was shining so bright. Very bright. I was so happy. So happy. But air and water. This is intriguing. This could even be the turn. This is intriguing. This could be the path energy. It is the path. I don't know why I keep saying it could be. Intriguing. Probably because I'm recording. Depends on where you at in this maze, but... Let me get clarity for that before I speak too much on that energy. That's a turn. Let's go to the message. Let's go to the message. Self. Self. That's what it is. That's definitely what it is. I gave an example of myself already. Such an intriguing energy, honestly, the way I feel when I'm trying to explain this energy. Just feel like more of a shedding, but it's just like, how much got backed up on you? But I can understand that. It's like I got a lot of debt, honestly, and it's like, I ain't got no debt. I say I ain't got no debt. It's a whole new year, how I got debt. How is it a whole new year if I still got the same debt from like years ago? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. You know, how did I get baptized and being reborn and I still got debt? That don't make sense. I'm gonna quit doing these mind tricks on me. Speaking of two perspectives. Speaking of two perspectives. Am I made new or not? Okay? The fooderies. But I actually got 2 New Years, honestly. I had the one at the end of the year to the New Year. And then I had the Chinese one, which started in February. Which I was right on time for the Chinese one. I was right on time. Speaking of the year of the horse too, I was right on time. It's just during that time, honestly, that's the intriguing part about me, of learning myself on top of that, of how I naturally do things, and just be unaware of the bird pattern I'm moving in. Something I speak of a lot. You moving in sync with people, but you may not know why, or that you are doing it. And for me, I didn't know that I was doing it until somebody else brought it to my attention, like, oh, a new year has started. And I went and looked it up, like, oh my God, that's the same day that I clocked in and won this. Even though my mindset was on a fasting form, because for the Muslims, they begin to fast. They could have picked up anywhere from the 17th to the 20th. And I decided, like, we're going to go with the 17th. It make the most sense. This is where they say it's supposed to start. Why not start when they say it's supposed to start? You know, he chose the 18th the next day. But I was just so happy and I was like, oh my God, that is so perfect. I showed it right in time. But it feel like, gee, that's such an intriguing energy to explain. It really do feel like shedding. And then when you actually shed, you back to the starting point. Like this, literally the turn of a water energy to air. And the new start energy. Who is this? First respond to your values and it's solid. It feel like shedding. And then once you shed, you right back to the starting point of where you were at. And that's why I said, this reminds me of what I said, I'm back to praying to Allah. That's an intriguing energy. And did I shed? I did shed. I actually did mention that. When I went to donate, you be donated a lot. I know my whole life is like donating. Do believe it. Bigger picture, hello. But bigger picture, hello. A greater picture. Like my legacy is great. It's super great. But it's intriguing. Even when I'm sitting there saying, like, your legacy, you like donating yourself and your legacy is so great. That's energy that when I first did start the spiritual journey, people say, don't do things like that. You know, because you're so great. They don't like people knowing certain wisdom and things like that. Or just being connected to you or things like that. But for me, I feel like I'm a person that's like a COVID energy. Like, I got so much money, I could just spread the shit around. Like, everybody get a goddamn check. That's just really how I be operating. That almost seems like one of my problems, honestly, because I really do. Each time I get some goddamn money, I be giving it away. And I normally give it away to homeless people because I've been in that type of situation. And it's not like, I'd be like, I'm doing it just because I've been in that situation. It's just I understand it. And each time I was in that situation, somebody just gave me money randomly. They always just give me money. I don't normally have to ask. I asked a couple of times, but normally they just give it to me. And that is such a blessing. Like, make me get a little sad, because it's honestly, it's intriguing. Because you sometimes think that you go unmissed. And no, most people don't like to ask. Definitely when they're going through it, they don't like to ask. It's like, I want to say it's a pride thing or something like that. Which I'm definitely clocked in on that one, just because my pride sometimes just be like, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'll be okay. I'm okay. Even though I'm over here just, ah! Ah! I'm gonna be okay. I probably have to scream. I'm gonna be okay. But I'm learning to receive help. I really am, honestly. I really am. It's just, it took me a while. It took me a while. I can still get better at it. It's just, say, what is that? I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll say, I don't need your help. It's just, when you grew up in families where it's just like they don't like asking for people for things because people are judgmental, somehow it just carries on. It's something that just naturally carried on. Honestly. I'm still working on it. Even though I have gotten better. Even where I'm at now, I've gotten better. I need help. Help. I do. But I just help them just because. It just makes sense. It just does. It's like, randomly, what else would I spend my money on where I couldn't help somebody else, if that makes sense? Like normally, even where I'm at now, I go to the store. That's intriguing energy too. I have to mention that because something I thought about. I don't know too much about this side of town, honestly. Like I'm new to the east side. I moved to the east side recently, but I'm still on the east side. But this time to stay with somebody. It's just I didn't move into my own place on the east side, even though I was unfamiliar with the east side for the longest. I always be like, I don't know too much about the east side. I'm normally on the north side. I chose to go stay on the south side, and I learned the west side by a shelter concept, a welcoming energy accepted me on the west side. So I learned a lot about the west side just by that energy. I forgot about to say again. Awkward moment. Awkward moment. Give me something to drink. What was I saying? About the west. I mean, the west side, the east side. I go to the store and I buy food. Oh, back, that's the part it was. It's intriguing. There's like homeless people everywhere. It don't matter how good the area seem, there's always a homeless person. It'd be so intriguing to me, honestly. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure if this is like a good area, but I have been in areas where it's like, you wouldn't have ever thought like a homeless person would have been over there, but they'd be over there. It's just a whole stereotype of what leads a person to be homeless. That's the intriguing part, honestly. Like, people be going through some real things. It's not like they're a bad person, a drug addict. Maybe they had the best job ever and the job just let them go. And everybody don't have those quick survivor tactics. If that makes sense. It's just, you never know. That's almost like the COVID energy, honestly. Like COVID taught us that. It don't matter how solid your job was, they let you go too, and people had to figure out how the hell they were going to survive. They didn't like that energy. It's like that same type of energy. But normally when I go to the store, there'll be a person out there. It's normally a lady I give it to, because she be out there. It's not just because she a female, it's just, that's normally who be out there. I'll be seeing there be guys out there sometime too. Even though lately I do think I'm discriminating because like, I haven't been giving it to the guys because I don't actually have it to give. Like what I have at the moment, I literally have to hold on to. But when I have it, I give it. That's the intriguing part. But that's where I've been doing it at lately. Normally because it's like, I got what I need. I got my food. I'm going to make sure you good too. It just makes sense, honestly, to me personally. I do that a lot. It drives me crazy sometimes. Like, I actually was thinking about the other day. I was walking back like, I'm always giving my money away. I'm always giving my money away. Even though people, observers, be like, you need your money. You need to hold on to it, save up and things like that. I can't take it to the grave with me. I haven't got nobody to leave it to. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get into a structure to, you know, give it to, leave it to. But at this point, I've been feeling like Drake. Put my money in the coffin with me. Shit, I'm taking it with me. Which I actually just translated the energy like that. But with Nikola Tesla, his stuff just disappeared. Just shroop, it's gone. You didn't fucking receive it at that point in time. You don't get to receive it then. Shit. It says people are trying to live off other fucking people in that form of a way. Like fucking false flagging and shit. That's the thing about inherited energy sometimes. Or wealth, mainly wealth. It's not even energy, but yeah, same form, but they don't treat it the same way. It's like having a gift. That's why everybody don't have a gift that I have. Because they would abuse it. They get so stuck on the money concept, other than the whole purpose of it. And the money comes, it comes. It's coming. It comes and it's coming. It's just... What does this message say? What's the blind spot? It's a blind spot. Who the blind spot, honey? Oh, discipline. Discipline is a blind spot. Who at the top? Another blind. Ooh, blind spot at the top and bottom. Perspective. Perspective. I got a perspective for you. That's funny because I actually thought about discipline last night too. My mind, that's the thing. The moon was out and it was bright. So I had a hard time sleeping, honestly. I knew I was receiving, you know. And I just felt so great, even just by learning about how do I have a hard time expressing his name intriguingly? Nikola Tesla. Like, I really have to just break it down, like, or else I start getting tongue-tied intriguingly. I've been just so excited about this type of energy. There's other ones too. I've been sharing them. But I've been so inspired by his energy because it resonates with me so much. That's the intriguing part of even how I operate in the mental health category, reaching people. That's an intriguing energy. It seemed like the same source. Or like he probably freaking present. Which actually came through today. I am here with you. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. But when it came to the discipline part, what was I thinking about? I think about my body. I want to work out. I really do. Ma'am, you can say this all the time. I know I do. And I'd be like, I ain't in a rush. I ain't in a rush. I'm not in a rush. It's like rushing for what? I'm not clocking out no time soon. I got a long life expansion. I wanted to get better. You know, it's like marriage, honestly. The way that they be trying to treat me and the way that I view it, it's like marriage. And how people like do the most for just the wedding and then they whole marriage just be like, they start drifting off and shit because it don't get better and better. They did everything so fucking quickly where it's just like, there's no excitement. Me, I'm looking forward to the excitement of getting better and better and better. At the moment, my whole mindset is just my mental at the moment. My inner is my most valuable and important aspect to me at the moment. Everything else is outer layer, even though I have bedazzled it, I love my body a lot. I love my body a lot. I do. That's why I bedazzled it. But it's like, it will get better. I want it to get better and it will get better. I got time for that. You know? Just like, even how I use marriage as an example, I want my spouse, my person, to get happier with me. You know, like, damn, I just fall in love with you every day more and more and more. More and more and more. I thought you was already great, but you keep getting better and better and better. You know, I want that type of energy, that type of excitement. Like, hopefully my person like to work out. Hope they like in the area of just, I want to say healthy eating and fitness would be great. And the mental have to be there though. Please come with the mental of spirituality. Oh, Jesus, please give me one of those. Seriously, that's an understanding of us. I had to say of us. I want to say of me, but something about that is important. Something about that is important, honestly. It's actually something somebody brought to my attention a while ago. What did she say to me? I think I was seeking a balance. And she was like, that's the problem. You seeking a balance. Well, I think I might have just did it again. That's it. Understands us. That's a balance. If it's a balance. But I might need to fix my words. Give me a minute. It's making me think about what she said. And I'm like, oh, that's intriguing. But if it's a balance, it's two different mindsets. That's why it's balanced. And that's what I normally draw in, even when I'm in down. It's two different mindsets, but it's balanced. I want like the same mindset. You know, even though it could be a little different. Like even where I'm at now, two different, I want to say structures. Maybe it's different beliefs. Different beliefs, different structures. I'm praying too. We pray to the person. It's not different belief. Different structures, different growing up forms. I don't mind that. It's just, why is the spiritual part of understanding ain't there? I want one of those ones. I want one of those ones. If it's meant for me to have a person, because I have to get into the energy where it's like, maybe I am just meant to be alone. Me and my pet. Me and my dog. Maybe I'm seeking something that ain't for me. Maybe. The relationships ain't just, they don't be going so smooth from the way I think it should be. Because I feel like I should get treated on like high top standards. Like my person should just, instead of me rushing to the door to greet my person just come to the door like, hey, you know, babe, I missed you. So happy to be home, you know, hugging on me, kissing on me, you know, rub my feet, you know, just always showing me love and affection. I don't ever get that. It'd be so fucking intriguing. I'm the one that gives it. I don't ever receive it. And that goes back to, I think you think I'm a fucking guy. Not a deal. I want flowers. I want to be told I love you every day. Don't ever get tired of me you telling me you love me. Don't ever get tired of you telling me you love me. My person actually said that to me the other day. He didn't say he'd get tired of loving me. He just was like, I ain't got time to be hugging on you all day. Like the hell you do? I don't see you half the day, fooderties. And what's more better than making time for your fucking person? You know, like, what the fuck you mean you ain't got time? If you don't get over and hug me, for you be having that shoulda, coulda, woulda behavior. Like people when they die, like, oh, I wish I would have said this to you. I wish I would have hugged you. Get your ass over here and give me a hug, fooderties. Fuck you mean you ain't got time? I'm trying to get the message. The message just fell over. What type of people you be dating? I know, right? I want to say, I actually got that enlightened today. I got enlightened today as into a love-based energy with a new person that I'm looking up. I can't remember what they said. What did you say? I might have to go find it really quick. I was watching this phone. But I'm trying to actually remember what they said. This is a new awareness to me. I was like, that makes so much sense. But being in love, the awareness that person brings to you. You're going to love a person for the awareness they bring to you. And for me, I do feel it that way. Like, I do love people who bring me clarity. You help me understand that like, I'm not crazy. You always, love brings me clarity for sure. Even though I do love this person, I do. Maybe that's why, because he always brings me clarity. That's the intriguing part. Even though I do love him, it's just, you always have to ask, Why do you love a person? And for me, I had to think about like, yeah, because he bring me clarity. But in this aspect, it was saying, let me go see if I can find it really quick. Oh my God. Did I forget how to use my phone and triggering it? Like, my mind is going. Oh, here you go. Let me try to bring it closer.
Have you ever met someone who doesn't fit your type, yet you can't stop thinking about them? Carl Jung believed these encounters aren't random. They're messages from the unconscious. It's not about logic. It's soul recognition. You don't fall for their traits. You fall for what they awaken in you. Sometimes that's love. Sometimes it's projection. But real love, it starts when the projection fades. When you stop chasing an ideal and start seeing them and yourself clearly. Because true love doesn't shrink you. It transforms you. Not comfort. Awakening.
That part. That's something that got brought to my attention today. And I was like, that's so intriguing, honestly. That it makes sense. Because people that... I actually got irritated kind of recently. I was actually talking about... I was having the outburst talking to spirit. And I got irritated because people kept telling me they love me. Like, back to back to back. But they don't treat me like they love me. Like, why do people keep telling me they love me, but they don't treat me like they love me? They treat me the total opposite. You would swear they would say, like, I hate you or I don't like you. But the words that come out their mouth is I love you, but the actions show, like, what did the actions show? You're not relevant. You're not that important to me, which I feel like the irrelevant part is like, think everything else is so much more important. Or like not there for me, things like that. It's like, their actions to me personally don't feel like they love me. But I get at one point in time, back to back, random people, just, I love you. Like people I have dealt with before, just the whole aspect of people kept telling me they love me, but their actions weren't showing me it. Like I felt like I went crazy. Like I don't think I ever want to hear nobody tell me they love me again. I don't think I want nobody ever to tell me they love me again. Because like, maybe I don't know what love is because I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Even though I keep getting told this. Even though I know love, there's even heart love, you know. Even how I learned it kind of recently as into. Sometimes you don't understand the way a person loves you. Like I live it up as into, you can't help what don't want help. I hope that makes sense. It's just, there's some, I'm even moving my edges. It triggered me recently. And I was like, I'm not giving up on love. It's just, I got real triggered with that energy. It's just like, why would you not treat me like top priority? Or like, what type of love is it? That's why I have to start like speaking up a little bit more, even though I'm still just dating one person. But if we were to separate, or just meeting friends and things like that, because you know, friends, they love saying I love you. What type of love is it? Do you love me like your food? You love me like your religion? You love me like your clothes? So I can see how you're going to treat me. Because if you love me like a food, then shit, you'd probably be over me quickly unless you eat the same food over and over and over. But if you eat, you know, fast food, you don't like to eat at home, you're probably going to just do a lot of random shit. You love me like your clothes, yeah, you flip-flop-ish. You know, hopefully you love me like your belief. Hopefully you love me like your belief. Dedicated. Well, I gotta make sure they dedicated. That's another thing. That's even where I'm at now. Thought was dedicated to spirituality. But don't even be praying all the time. Don't go to church. Like, you have something you want to express. Be strong and firm. Do not envy those who seem to be naturally gifted. It is often a curse. Bring abundance to your life. And this is just what I mean. When I spoke of that shedding, I had a hard time explaining it. That's different angles. These are different lessons. That's why when you shed, you right back to a center. You drew it into you. This almost feels like relearning yourself energy. Or learning yourself. But if you back to a start, it's like you already came equipped. It's just somewhere you got lost. Or literally on this. Why did I feel a certain type of way now? Intriguing. You see like I'm rubbing my head? I went and soaked today in oil. And I just feel like my face is just, I'm heating up. Now I'm getting the water. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh, Jesus, pardon me. It's just, my mind is drifting in an intriguing way. Make sure my lip stuff is right. Drinking all this stuff. But I'm drinking all the water. I got lipstick on, so I wanted my lips to be right when I show up. Projection red. Projection red. Oh, back to this one, because this is definitely an important energy. And it's communication teaching too. But you might have to go to different structures or something. You have to draw it into you. Bring abundance to your life. That's so funny that came out too. I had a hard time explaining it because it's different angles to it. That explains why it takes so much time. That's not all together. And that's funny because in the center it's two. Two. That's funny. I don't know what that caught my attention, but that's important. And this makes me think about something that I've actually been translating. For anybody who like want to have a baby or something like that. Me, I'm supposed to be getting on birth control at the end of the month. Not that I'm a sexually active person, it's just me and my person, we do have a good amount of sex, even though we do have a good amount of sex. We do. We do. And we both kind of want to wait, but the intriguing part about this energy is just like, I just have a good chance of getting pregnant. I said I could even be pregnant now, but I don't think I am. I don't think that I am. It's just, Spirit did tell me, you can get pregnant right after you get off this fast. Right after. Right after. And what did we do? Dove right into sex. We dove right into it. Actually, shit. The day that the 17th, the day that I started, metaphor, I didn't start fasting, but I was like, I'm showing up. And there was a oneness category. Was the day. He didn't even keep going to his day. And that's the intriguing part about. I said, I could be. I don't think that I am. But if I am, then goddamn Spirit, you be always goddamn right. Goddamn Spirit, you always right. Time of day weather. Time is up. Oh, 11:51. A portal, you yourself. Portal, you yourself. You have something you want to express. There's another one too. Intriguing. feel like a dream. Be strong and firm. Be strong and firm. Feel like a dream. That's going to bring abundance to your life. It's almost feel like an energy high. I've been wanting to be expecting help sometime. You know, definitely dating people. It's like, you know, you're dealing with a psychic, a tarot reader, a medium, a witch, a goddess. And it's just like, I expect for them to tell people about me for us to grow. You know, even if it's in the form of like, I know a magician, you know, because even where I'm at now, in a Muslim form, you know, this part seemed like it scared them, but maybe in a magician form where it's like, oh my God, how did you know that? It'd be more of just, aha, more accepting and welcoming, maybe. A miracle. Well, you want to see a miracle really quick? You know, it's just a blessing really quick. This is how you know that. How about you are able to tell me things like that? You know, that's one of those feel like a dream energies and bring abundance to you. But it's like, that's what I expect from other people. Definitely I'm dating, that's how we grow. But it's like, they want me to be the cast, the director, the script writer. I be doing it all myself. And I gotta go hunt for people too. It'd be too damn much, you know, for me personally. But this aspect, you literally can draw it into you. Bring abundance to you. Mine elevates above the battlefield. Literally. That's clarifying it. Mine elevates itself above the battlefield. Bring abundance to you. You'll draw it in. It's just taking time. This is like literally probably going to school energy. I always have to give you school for this example. It's like different courses or something. But think of it as lifing. Like outside of a school. It takes time. Like one course could literally be 6 goddamn months. Then you go to a whole different aspect. 2 years or something. Like it's taking time. But this is a spiritual base because mind elevates itself above the battlefield. Spirit literally got the will. That's an intriguing energy. That's an intriguing energy. In this balance, this is the balanced energy of 2 different perspectives. Just make me think of something I learned from out the self-recognition book, The Science of Self-Recognition. And it spoke of this type of energy. I think I'll explain it. It's been a little minute. It just made me think about it, honestly. That was such a good book. I have to get that book again. I've been mentioning that book a good amount. It's so good. Definitely when it comes to this mind, elevate itself above the battlefield. Because it's a clock form. It's a clock form. Time of day, weather. It's a clock. How spirit is already ahead. That's why even the energy I just translated, a bunch of bosses working together. Spirit over here helping you in this area, then go over here. Then when you get to this area, spirit already been there to help you. Then over here, puzzle pieces connect together. And do not envy those that seem to have more. Do not envy those that seem to be naturally gifted. It's often a curse. Clarification for this one. Oh, mastery. Oh, I love seeing mastery. That's me all day. A mastery all day. All day. That's why it's more of a magic form for me, how I can operate. Mastery. It took time. Speaking of draw abundance to you, it takes time. And you literally have to learn yourself. That's the intriguing part about mastery. It's not even really about nobody else when it comes to mastery. You have to learn yourself. Mistakes and conflict are often the best education. Got some conflict going on. I dropped another card. Yeah, I did. I think I'll wrap it up with this one. You must choose places of work and positions that offer the greatest possibilities for learning. And why did I read that like that? That sounded real sarcastic, intriguingly. You must choose places of work and positions that offer the greatest possibilities for learning. You're going with, do not envy those who seem to be naturally gifted. It is often a curse. That's an intriguing aspect to go together. Do not envy those who seem to be naturally gifted. It is often a curse. You must choose places of work and positions that offer the greatest possibilities for learning. Let's just go back to the energy I'm saying. A bunch of bosses. I actually translated this energy a while ago. I feel like my shirt keeps like almost trying to choke me. But dealing with a bunch of bosses. Like you're your own great person, but you're dealing with somebody else who could be the same greatness or thrive above you. Do not envy that energy. It is good to work together in that energy. Some people don't like that. It's like the ego or pride get in the way. But it's something that you have to learn. It's going to give you, what it says, that offers the greatest possibilities for learning. You're going to learn something out of that. Very intriguing energy. And over here with time of day weather, we got mistakes and conflict are often the best education. That's why I said that pride or ego could be in the way. But you're going to learn something. You have to learn this lesson to even draw the abundance into you. Which I can understand this energy, honestly. Something I've been thinking about. If you even want my household, so they got a little tensed with me. Because they do follow me on social media. I purposely added them because, like, I thought it'd been great, you know, like, trying to think, what was you thinking about, ma'am? Because I guidance. It's nice to see what I'm doing. You know, definitely if you're a believer, you should want to clock in and see what the hell going on. You know, so I was like, why not? You know? But there's people I stay with, or worked with, you know, just so they can learn me and see what I do. It just makes sense. It makes sense to me. But I started noticing that it started getting tense with me, seeing that I'm praying out to Allah, and it's just like, I think they felt like, why are you praying to Allah? You're not one of us. And it's just like, that's the energy I was talking to my person about from the jump. Definitely want him saying he wanted me to convert. And it's just like, that energy is not accepting. They're not so accepting. You know, like a Christian aspect, they just, come on, you know, all the other beliefs seem like, it's, come on. This whole aspect want me to be something that I want to say that I'm not, or just, I don't have to do all that to show my faith, my belief. Like, I come equipped legit. You know, it's just, that's definitely mistakes. That's the conflict. It's conflict. But as I was saying, do understand what's praying to Allah, but it's just like, if you, that's the thing. I thought about this today. That's the intriguing part. I see why I thought about it today when I was in the shower. As to having to repeat myself over and over. I'm on a different platform. I got new people turning in. They're new to the lesson. You know, so I'm repeating things that I already said because it's like I'm dealing with people who are new on the path. You know, it's like having a classroom, you know. Got new students. You got to teach. You're a teacher, but you have to reteach this again. Even though it's like, I've been saying this. I say it all the time. This is who I began to pray to when I chose to follow guidance. This was the first person I prayed to, unawarely of who this person was. It's just my soul and spirit felt the need to pray to this person. And I did feel better. I just stopped because I got a little discouraged because I wasn't seeing blessings come in so quickly. And, you know, my mother just totally disapproved of it, which made me feel like, what the world? Am I going the wrong way? Which made me start going and observing other structures. But it all seemed the same intriguingly. Like I would go to a Jew church and I swear they were talking about me. The message was for me. And they didn't recognize that greatness was in the building. Like you talking about me. That was the intriguing part. Go to a Baptist church. Messages grabbing and say they were talking about me, but I enjoyed it just because I got to clap. Like the Catholic Church, I didn't get to do too much praise and worship. They don't do that intriguingly. I don't know why they don't, but they don't believe in clapping hands and expressing. No hallelujahs or nothing. Just very dead people on the scene energy. For sure. No disrespect or no shade, but literally, that's the structure form. Dead people on the scene. They don't do no clapping. They don't support each other out loud. They sing for us. You don't clap for them or say that was great. They sing and then you just move on. Like that energy always drove me crazy, honestly. But I did go back a couple of years later and they made improvements. They did. They even got a different type of culture in it. I think they had some Africans, some people in there singing. Shit caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of transitions that happened that caught me off guard. Definitely the Grove. This is Groveport energy. Because when I first went to Groveport, I was the only person of color out there. Not that it really mattered to me, because I don't really care. I'll never get stuck on that aspect, but it's like I'm not blind. I noticed that I was the only person of color out there. And then, and my son. Maybe my son is a lighter person. My son is lighter than me. But I was the only person of color out there. And he was like the only person of color at his school. I left out for a couple of years. I came back. His whole school is a mixture now. My mind took a long time to process that. You would have swore I was not a person of color. How my energy just was like, what the? It almost seemed like overnight. It wasn't gone that long. And a total shift happened. In a good way. A good way. But it's intriguing because that happened during COVID time, which I have mentioned COVID energy a lot within this translation. That was during COVID time. So I could only imagine, honestly, the 10th energy that had to been in there. Definitely for ones that was already at that school. And when you grow up a certain type of way, that's probably me picking up on their energy. That's probably me picking up on their goddamn energy. People of a lighter complexion, when you are just used to being around people of a lighter complexion like you, and I'm speaking of Caucasian people, I would say white, but I don't know too many white people. But Caucasian, light ones. Not that, that's like albino back there. That's like albino. That's like albino. Even though albino is like a little blind, but say Caucasian. Y'all call them white. But when you're used to only that type of people around you, you feel a certain type of way when other people of color come in the building. Different structures. Like it's Bennett's people up there. There's different cultures and everything. It was amazing to me, honestly. It was hell of amazing. It took me almost a year to get used to that. So I can actually imagine the ones that literally was actually in that. Because, what do you tell a person, definitely if you're raising a person, this Caucasian family form, and they're never around people of color, what do you tell them when, they gotta go to school with them and they gotta wear a fucking mask at the same time? That's an intriguing energy, honestly. It has been intriguing. That was an intense time, honestly. Very intense time. I felt that energy. Something like that had been the energy because I never got stuck on that. I've been lived around all types of people. I really have. It was just like, I couldn't get used to it. It seemed weird to me personally. What the fuck just happened? I wasn't gone that long. Like I turned my back for a minute and what the fuck happened out here? What the fuck happened out here? I swear it was in a good way. I swear it's in a good way. For the most part, it's just, with me expressing the way that I am, you'd be like, ma'am, do you know you're a person of color? People of color have been hoping and praying for these type of blessings. That's a good school. The school that I'm referring to is a good school. It's a Madison school base. Good school. And People of color be wanting to get that great education too. I understand it. I'm all for it. Do believe it. I ain't trying to be white. I ain't trying to be Caucasian. Even though, shit, I probably was one in my lifetime before and shit. I said I probably was one of my times. I played too much. Jesus Christ. Probably was. I've been here a lot of times. It's just, I do love my skin color. I really do. I ain't trying to be nobody else. I'm just speaking an honest statement at the moment, honestly. Where it's just like, I know people would get real tense. It's just like, why did you see a problem within that? It's like, it happened so quickly. Even though it's a good thing. It's just, literally, if you understand what I'm saying, as into, when people are used to a certain aspect, and then other territories come into their territory, it comes to be tense sometime. And I feel like that's even what I'm living now, honestly. I'm in their territory. Probably shining a little bit more than they is. But it's like it's not a competition. This is just my relationship with spirit. I won't say what universal law is supporting this energy. But I think, I didn't do the houses yet either. I love my translation. Hour 36. It's not that bad. Sometimes I'd be pushing 3 hours. It'd be like, oh my Jesus. Spirit be having a lot to say. Who is it? Who is it? The universe. All of them on the scene. Speaking of that, all of them on the scene. Guess who was going with too? First responder of your values, and it's solid. Bring abundance to your life and be strong and firm. All the universal laws are supporting that energy. Who was up under that? Feel like a dream. That's perfect. Who's it followed up by? The law of correspondence. How did you respond back? Shock mode. Shock mode. I never spoke bad. I still don't. Even I don't think that I am, honestly. Even though how I'm expressing it now, pretty much was the same way. Never said I didn't like it. It's just like, what happened? I turned my head for 2 seconds. That's what it felt like. I was like gone for a couple of months. But like literally, it felt like 2 fucking seconds. And a total change happened. The law of correspondence and abundance is the law of compensation. I want to go in order. Who's in order? The law of correspondence, the law of placement. How you responded is based off the law of placement. Speaking of resonating energy, law of placement has been so important. I knew that was important. Mistakes and conflict are often the best education. Time of day, weather. I love placement. I knew I needed to read this in order. The law of vibration is in reverse. Your focus is in reverse? Well, why is it in reverse? It's in oneness. Aha, that's why it's in reverse. Intriguing. Followed up by who? The law of relativity is in reverse. Your focus is in reverse because of the law of relativity. Only focusing on what's important and what is, you know. The law of rhythm. The law of action is in reverse. The law of gender is in reverse. Because energy. Ha ha ha. That's why it doesn't matter. It's all energy. I actually picked up this energy today. Something I translated a while ago. And it was saying, Imagine if we didn't see bodies, we only seen people's aura. Or, I think that's what it said, aura. So I'll make sure I'm saying it right, because it's like I just rewinded this energy. See where did I put it on? I do believe that's what it said. Imagine if we didn't see people's bodies, we only seen their aura color. I think I'm saying it right. Am I gonna find it at the moment? Probably because I'm looking for it. I just be dipping and dipping and I move on. I always have a hard time sometimes when I go back looking, like purposely looking. It's like I said it and I moved on. It drives me crazy when I do this. Yeah. I think that's what it said. If you couldn't see people's bodies, just their aura color, which is pretty much their energy. You just be around somebody and they're not saying nothing, but you can feel if they're sad, if they're angry, or if they're excited without words coming out their mouth, which means you don't have to use your eyes. It's a feeling. Well, I did touch myself, but it's like you feel it, even though without touching or nothing. It's energy. That's why your focus is in reverse. Who else is in reverse? Your focus is in reverse. The law of relativity, because it's all energy. You naturally just will pick it up. Quicker picker-upper, for sure. It's energy. You don't have to see it. You don't even have to hear it to know it. Law of polarity. It's all energy. That's energy back to back. Blind spot. Blind spot. Who the blind spot? Oh, the best one. Law of attraction is the blind spot. Law of attraction is the blind spot. And it's in reverse too. That's great. And it's going with the law of compensation. Compensation has been on blessme.com for sure. It's intriguing how justice come through, honestly. That's a lesson I have actually learned recently of things that I have lost or people thinking they took things from me which seemed like a loss. And how the universe just blessed me right back. It comes right back. The universe blesses back. But that's the intriguing part. That's the best part too. That's why I feel like I can never lose. It's like the universe fills right back in. And they say the universe blessed like 3 times. You know, you get 3 times back. That's why I don't do too much dwelling, honestly. I've actually been trying to enlighten my partner to that, because that was what, as I was talking to the topic I listened to, how he asked me a question and then he got upset about how I responded back. But the question was like, that's something that can be replaced. Why are you dwelling on something so simple? Like, you would get blessed back. Even how the food that I got damn cooked, that was a blessing back. I finished even saying that. Somebody had to die for you to enjoy that goddamn meal. You had to lose that piece to enjoy that meal. Like sometimes people don't understand that energy. Sometimes you literally have to lose the game. Or let go. No resistance to gain. But universe, well, house is that enough that. Astrology. What else is that enough there? Oh, Jesus. Envy catching my attention. Your values, 2nd house, and you. You and your values. 1st house and 2nd house, which goes right to census. You will naturally pick it up. You will naturally know it. Blind energy style. Without even having to move. You will sense it. What's census? And all the universal laws are supporting this. All 12 came out and feel like a dream. Do I want to highlight? I do want to highlight for the closing message. And 5 of Wands. Solid. Solid. That's so perfect. It's you and your values, which actually, that's the first responder. The first responder of your solid. The first responder of your solid. A first responder of your values is solid. And it's you and your values. Use your senses. This is the spiritual base all day. This is a spiritual base all day. To use your senses, you have to be spiritual. To even recognize the signs. That's the intriguing part, how spirit operates. Because literally, like, for sometimes people will be like, I heard the voice of God. I kind of recently did. Normally I'll say, I don't hear nobody talking in my ear. My spirit sound like me. My spirit sound like I'm talking literally to myself. Sound like me. My guidance sound like me. Or they be like, I seen the beam of light, like I ain't never seen a bright light like that. Other than like the moon yesterday, or I don't know. I ain't never seen a beam of light in that form of way, the way they'd be saying it. But I do recognize like numbers, the weather, food. Like a whole meal that I eat, do believe it's a message within it. It's energies that I'm dealing with for sure. I say colors already. Fashion. Books, any type of Ouija form, numbers and letters. Me all day. Movies, radio, like so many ways how you can sense out what's happening, how spirit is trying to get your attention to a message. And so how you have to use your senses to recognize that it's for you. Because it's you. Your spiritual guidance is telling you, it's you. Which I go back to you don't understand this energy, and hopefully, you know, later on the mage you will. How do you treat yourself? Like, if you don't trust yourself, you're probably not going to trust spirit. You're going to miss all the messages. And this is personal. This is not like relying on somebody else, like a culture based, relying on your culture. Literally, you. Do you trust yourself? Do you try to manipulate yourself? Because if you, so that might be how your spirit, your guidance is operating you. It's you. Now that's an intriguing energy, honestly. That's an intriguing energy. Now that's that. Speaking of inherited energy, it's naturally in your DNA. To be manipulative, honestly. That's intriguing energy. I feel like a demon energy. I feel like a demon energy. But on a positive note, because I feel like this is positive. Even though it's a no, it is what it is. This is good. Because it's solid. It's the first responder of your values, and it's solid. And it's first house and second house. Your identity, it's you. It's your values. What's the highlight? What's the highlight? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. And it's in reverse too. And this is supposed to be, this is an obvious one. This is obvious. It's the inner light. There's obvious family inner light. This feels like me for sure. Miscarriage, but still present. It's in reverse. This is a top cup too. This is a top cup. This is the Ace of Cups. I'm about to look this up. It's the Ace of Cups. This is somebody on the eternal side. For sure. And they got an obvious energy. It's the sun. Look. This is the top cup. It's going to be an opportunity too. A great opportunity. But it didn't come into fruition yet. Speaking of, bring abundance to your life. This Ace of Cups is great. What page is this? Marijuana. What is that? The cup. Okay. Ah, a new beginning in love, emotions, or relationship. The Ace of Cups represents the flow of deep feelings, offering emotional fulfillment, the chance to form a meaningful connection. It symbolizes joy, compassion, and an open heart. You may experience new relationships, creativity, or spiritual growth. Nice. Very nice. The spiritual growth is catching my attention. Definitely on this path. This is the path. This ain't into fruition yet. That's why it says a new beginning. And this is a great one. This is great. This is a standout energy. That's perfect. If you are in reverse, you got emotional blockages or repressed feelings may be present. You could be withholding love or feeling disconnected from others. It suggests it is time to address these emotions and heal. Self-love and emotional self-care are critical now before external relationships can thrive. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is self. I know this was self-work. But it literally go back to how do you treat yourself? That could even be this balance, this 1 and 2. Self before you get to a balance. Where was the balance? Who got the balance? Oh, I got the balance. But 2 perspectives. Haha. A new beginning in love, emotions, or relationship. The Ace of Cups represents the flow of deep feelings, offering emotional fulfillment and the chance to form a meaningful connection. It symbolizes joy, compassion, and an open heart. You may experience new relationships, creativity, or spiritual growth. I'm definitely in the spiritual growth category. In the shedding form and back at the starting point. That is so great. Something about that. I keep wanting to speak on this resonating energy on the spiritual growth. It seemed like an aspect of energy working on the same purpose. Maybe growing up in a different structure, but working on the same purpose. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. Even how, like, things I've been sharing lately. One came from a music category. It's a person named Clever. He was giving off like an underdog energy, even though he's naturally thriving. And then the Nikola Tesla one. The same energy. I don't seem like 2 at the moment, but it's something that I've been getting used to. Even how I said, like, I went to different churches on my spiritual journey. Because I've been seeing quick results from praying to Allah, and I was the only one within my circle or vicinity even believing in this person. So I started going to other structures, and I learned the same aspect. They all have puzzle pieces. That's the intriguing part. It's all the same. That's why to draw it in, you have to go collect all your pieces. You can't have a limited mindset to draw it. You can't have a limited mindset and think you're gonna draw abundance into you. Unless you just want to tap out at a limit. You think that's the best it's gonna get? Maybe it is for you for this life purpose. Maybe it is for it. That's how I spoke with my mom. They all won't see the vision and they all can't make it. Maybe that this lesson for you, this life purpose is this limit of class, of just being in a class. Don't go to no other class, just be in one class. Maybe for your life purpose at the moment, that's all you need, maybe. But on this, you best believe it's something new coming. It's coming, for sure. This is the best. This is the best. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a hell of a great opportunity coming, because it came out in reverse. So it's not present yet. But where you're headed to is the path. You're headed to a path. For sure. So I think that's great energy. Have a great day.